Uber and Lyft and this self-driving car bullshit. Let's talk about it. Okay, before I start this video, if you all find my content helpful in any way, I would like to ask you all to please subscribe, like, and share, and hit the notification bell so you can stay updated on my latest content. This helps my channel grow. All right. You see this self-driving car, these autonomous vehicles, talks. Anywhere where there's Uber and Lyft drivers are, whether it's YouTube, Reddit, Facebook, wherever, where there's groups of drivers, you know, you're going to hear them talking about self-driving cars replacing drivers. So let's just address the one piece of bullshit right here now. Self-driving cars replacing drivers completely is utter bullshit. And here's why. When there comes to self-driving cars being put in certain cities and certain areas of that city, they have put some in some places, right? But I can tell you this, it is not to replace human drivers. It's to fulfill the demand that the human drivers can't fill. You get it? Let me rewind that if that went over top of your head. Self-driven cars are not meant, nor will they replace human drivers completely. Self-driven cars will be put in cities and areas of certain cities where the demand is greater than what the human driver can fulfill. So all you motherfucking drivers out there that Uber and Lyft have living in fear, scared of everything that Uber and Lyft says and does, got you like a robot driving in your own car where you pay all of the bills in. There's no way that Uber and Lyft can replace drivers, human drivers, nor will they be able to completely replace human drivers across the board. It's not going to happen. And here's why. Do you know that they would have to, right now, off of human drivers are responsible for majority of the overhead because they have to pay their own car insurance. They have to clean their own vehicles. They have to pay for the maintenance of their own vehicles. They have to gas or they have to charge their own vehicles. And Uber and Lyft still takes a greater percentage of the driver's earnings. That in itself is more attractive than anything to them. If Uber and Lyft was really going to put electric vehicles out there, self-driven, they would have done it from the beginning. That's a lot of states, thousands of states and cities that they will have to put automatic vehicles in. Now, the cost of maintenance in those vehicles is going to be ridiculous. those vehicles are not going to be able to operate in certain types of weather. Those vehicles need to be charged and cleaned. And if the ones that are not all electric will have to be gassed. They're going to have someone servicing those vehicles around the clock. That's going to eat up all of the profit. They're going to have to charge the riders a whole lot more for those trips. And we all know that these cheap ass motherfuckers out here don't even pay the human drivers. They barely got them paying. They barely paying for the trips are barely costing anything. Well, the drivers are not getting any money. So if they take the driver out the car, they're gonna bust the riders' heads wide open. That's not happening. The riders will stop using the service. They fear that more than anything. They care about that revenue more than they care about anything. They're going to roll out some of them automatic vehicles, but it's not for the purpose that a lot of you scared ass drivers think it is. It's not going to happen. You know, the thing that bothers me the most, I look at my comments, right? And look, I accepted any comment that a person leave on my videos. One, I want to thank them for taking the time to look at my videos. So for them to leave a comment, that means they had to take time to look at the video, right? So I want to appreciate you all. Thank you and appreciate you all for looking at the video. But your comments are your comments. They don't do nothing for me. It's a part of the game. There's nothing a person can say to me in the comments that can rattle my cage. I done survived some real shit in my life. You know what I'm saying? And thanks to God, I'm still here today. So anything someone says to me in my comments does nothing for me. What it does is, it makes me appreciate you for even taking the time to look at my videos. You get it? Now, drivers, you scared drivers. Yeah. A lot of you all, I'm talking about across the board. Man, I guarantee it's probably about at least 75 to 85% of drivers across the board that Uber and Lyft has instilled fear in. They believe anything Uber and Lyft says. They are driving in fear. Listen, it ain't about what Uber and Lyft says that you need to be scared of. What you need to be scared of is these riders. Because Uber and Lyft has given the riders the green light, and they've shown that. So you worried about what Uber and Lyft saying, or what they're told, we're going to replace you with automatic vehicles or self-driven vehicles and shit. You need to be scared of these riders, because you could wake up tomorrow and you have been a perfect driver, 5-star across the board. Got dash cameras, keep your car clean, be courteous, help people with bags, do everything. A rider can decide today that they don't like you for whatever reason it is, and they can report you. And you wake up tomorrow and you can't get on the platform and earn money. False accusation can get you permanently removed from the platform without due process, without no proof. All by artificial intelligence. You get somebody like myself that's a seasoned driver that done been through a lot of bullshit, seen a lot. And all I'm doing is doing my best to pass along the knowledge that I acquired through hardships along the way of me driving, because I did not have the information that I'm providing to you all. Yet, a group of motherfuckers that don't even drive, or some of these motherfuckers that drive sometimes, will leave the most idiotic asses comments as if they are doing something to rattle my cage. I appreciate you for watching the video. I won right there. You can't rattle my cage. I done been through some real shit and survived that. I'm here today because of God. But man, you drivers, stop being scared. You will not be replaced by an automatic vehicle. You will not. They have made the revenue the main purpose, and the driver is the doormat. They want us to be in fear. That's why they make all these changes to the terms of service, adding more shit to the terms of service. Now, most of the terms of service you have to agree to, or you will not be able to drive. A lot of them you can't even opt out of, because they want most of the liability put on you, as well as pay you a very low percentage of what you are actually earning every day. Automatic vehicles, the cost that it will take to upkeep automatic vehicles will break them. They'll go out of business. They need humans. The people that they are instilling fear in and have no sympathy for, or just don't appreciate, they need us. But as drivers, a lot of us don't have no backbones. You know, we're so scared we won't even get out there and hand business cards out and promote your own service for safety precautions, just in case you do cut the app on and you've been suspended today. Your earning potential has been cut. Y'all, that video I left the other day about the mass deactivations, and people need to start promoting themselves. Man, you should have seen some of the idiot, asshole, backwards ass comments that some of these idiots made. Some of them are drivers. A lot of them are not drivers. They're just brain dead motherfuckers sitting in the car, probably smoking weed that don't even get them high. They're smoking pesticides that killed the fucking brains. Some of the dumb shit idiotic ass bullshit. Oh, you're purging custom money. This, that, and that. How in the fuck are you purging money? How? Only thing you're doing is giving the customers a card. You ain't saying, hey, I can do these trips for cheaper. You're saying, okay, thank you for the trip, ma'am and sir. Take this card here. Check that out. Plain simple as that. Oh, you're stealing from Uber and Lyft. Uber and Lyft steals from you every day, you idiot. You have to make sure that you are able to earn and do not depend solely on Uber and Lyft. Uber and Lyft uses you until they can't use you anymore. Then they dump you like trash. And you telling me because I gave y'all some game on how to make sure that you are still able to earn when you have been permanently deactivated? A lot of these people that's making these comments probably don't even drive, or probably 1 or 2 days a week. Probably some young motherfuckers that just want some drive enough to buy some weed to smoke. The flip flop, the slides, the shower slide generation, the bonnet wearing motherfuckers. You know what I'm talking about. You brain dead motherfuckers. Hey man, this shit about these automatic vehicles and all that shit is being pushed clean out of proportion. It seems like nobody thinks rational anymore. Automatic vehicles being put in all these cities and states will bankrupt them. It would take major capital to upkeep and to purchase, upkeep and maintain all these vehicles. I swear, man. And you know, look, they have drivers living in fear. And they're doing it with artificial intelligence. They have taken your backbones away from you. Man, you could cut that elbow tomorrow, and tomorrow could be your last day on the platform. And then, now with the new changes in the backgrounds, if you own several platforms, you will be removed from the other ones when you get permanently deactivated from the other. And you telling me you worried about automatic vehicles replacing you? Man, you better get out that motherfucker and you better focus on what you got to do to stay above water. Automatic vehicles are not going to replace humans. They're going to put them in some cities where the demand for riders is greater than what the drivers can fulfill. See, a lot of drivers sit around and cherry pick. So that leaves a lot of trips unfulfilled. They have to have somebody in high demand areas, they have to have more drivers that's willing to take those cheaper trips. So they're going to create their own system, and they're going to deploy hundreds of automatic driven vehicles, self-driven vehicles in those cities and the areas of those cities. Those automatic vehicles will not and cannot replace humans. The greed in Uber and Lyft is too great. The cost is going to bankrupt them to upkeep all them vehicles. And you can believe that. So all you drivers out there that Uber and Lyft has instilled all this fear in, people, calm down. Get out there and focus on staying safe in driving and doing things to better yourself so you can get the fuck away from this predatory bullshit. Oh, because it ain't got bad yet. You wait till another state follow suit and get approval for a driver's union. Oh, they ain't completely bulletproof yet. But you can best believe they gonna get tighter to the point where no drivers is gonna be driving for them. Then what? And to all you stepping fetchings out there that's lucky enough to be driving in a high demand area or somewhat of a medium high demand area and you're doing pretty good making money out there on a daily basis, whether you're in the Lyft Express Drive program or you got a car through Flex Drive and you may be doing pretty good in your area, be lucky. But don't talk down on other drivers, because other drivers are not as lucky as you are to be making good money in the Lyft Express program or even with driving their own cars. So if you are one of those, don't dismiss nothing that another driver is complaining about, because you're doing good in your area. And that is this is what I just now said. This is on I see this on a daily basis. You know? I even heard motherfucker talking about say, yeah, well, you know what I'm saying? You're telling people to do things to get deactivated. If they giving out business cards, they're gonna get deactivated. A scared motherfucker. You know what I mean? A scared motherfucker. You know, living and driving in fear on the Uber and Lyft platform. Oh wait, he's where is his clients at? Well, he don't show nobody his clients, and I ain't, motherfucker. I'm giving y'all game to help y'all. Who accepts it, I'm cool with it. Who don't accept it, I'm cool with that too. But you motherfuckers that don't accept it, when they deactivate you, let's see what you gonna do then, you stupid idiot. Yeah. Look, I leave content to people that's willing to look at the videos and pull something from them. I don't make reels. Shorts don't do nothing to help the YouTube channel. You motherfuckers that's into reels all day long and shorts, you got short attention spans. You do this all day long. You're on your phone all day long doing this. When you come over here to Rideshare Real Talk, get your cup of coffee. Or when you're driving and you ain't got a customer, listen. You're going to pull something from what I got to say. This ain't no crash course. You understand what I'm saying? My plan is to talk to grown people. People that has rational sense, that understands things. People that's actually driving and that have been through the majority of the shit that I'm talking about, that know where I'm coming from. Yeah. So, you know, I appreciate everybody that looks at my videos. All of my subscribers, I want to thank you. All of the new people that have been watching my videos, I want to thank you. You know, I'm here for the drivers. And I'm doing my best to build my channel up and get my subscribers in the right direction. The more subscribers I get, the more my channel is going to grow. Man, I have something that's going to pull drivers together. That's coming soon. Yeah. What do we have if we don't have each other? A system that's trying to control everything we do, like we are robots. You know what I'm saying? We can't do this. We can't do that. Everybody driving in fear. You know what I'm saying? You can't say this. You can't say this. You can be perfect and it still will deactivate you. And a lot of you people that's out there actually driving know what I'm talking about. And it's disheartening. Why not promote yourself to cover yourself? If you are a driver that depends on the earnings that you make on Uber and Lyft, man, you better do something to back this up. You handing someone your business cards where you have created a one-page website or QR code or got attached to a scheduling app that allow you to take trips when you're not on the platform. That's the smartest thing you can do. You are not purging anything. When you pick up people, they're getting in your car or the car that you're paying for. When you meet those customers, no, listen, they want you to, they encourage you to tote the bags for tips to compensate for the little money that they don't pay you, right? Or it's fine for you to be a step infection, but you can't promote yourself. You can't give somebody a card and say, hey, check me out there. You know what I'm saying? Let the card do all the talking. When the people scan the QR code, it goes right to and explain, oh, I can book trips through him when I can't find trips, when the surge prices are way up there. You know, you want to be able to fend for yourself instead of being able to depend, instead of constantly depending on Uber and Lyft, having you in fear, hostile work environment, and you're in the car by your damn self when you ain't got riders in here disrespecting you or doing things that you don't allow inside your vehicle. Uber and Lyft don't give a goddamn about you, because if they did, they would treat the drivers better than what they're doing. If Uber and Lyft gave a damn about the drivers, they would not make it so complicated for the drivers. Hey, I just wanted to leave this video today to start the week off with a bang. And I want y'all to understand that there's no way in hell that it's possible for Uber or Lyft to completely replace human drivers with self-driven vehicles. It's going to cost a great deal of capital that they don't have. You understand what I'm saying? It's going to cost them a lot of money to keep those vehicles maintained and serviced. Plenty gas and electric charging. People going to shit, piss in those cars. People going to get in them and have sex. People going to spit in them. People going to eat in them, spill shit in them. People going to put cats and dogs in them. People going to write on the windows. People going to destroy those vehicles. And it's going to cost them more money to maintain self-driven vehicles than they're going to make. They're going to also have to raise the price in them self-driven vehicles to try to facilitate, to try to compensate for the upkeep that the vehicles is going to cost. They can't replace humans. They're too greedy. The deal that they have with the humans driving is better than anything that could ever been created. They're taking 60 to 65% of the driver's earnings. Who pays the car note, leasing the car, who's paying insurance, who's keeping the car clean, who's gassing or charging the car, and dealing with the customers. This is a deal of a century. So you scared motherfuckers out there, or you motherfuckers that want to put your 2 cents in it, they're going to replace you anyway with self-driven vehicles. You don't know what the fuck you talking about. And to all you drivers out there that's driving in fear that you will be replaced, you won't be replaced. You won't. Those self-driven vehicles are meant to fulfill demand in high demand areas where there's a whole lot of demand for rides and not enough drivers. And I know what I'm talking about. Call it what you want to call it. Hey, I'm Rideshare Real Talk. And over here, I'm going to speak the truth. If you're looking for a crash course, carry your bitch ass somewhere where they got them at. Over here at Rideshare Real Talk, I'm talking from love. And if somebody didn't tell you today that they love you, I do. I'm out.